Take one. There's dust. Was that for me, that dust? No. There's dust when I clapped. It was weird.
3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, everybody? My name is Nick Murphy. I'm one half of the Brothers Murph, and this is Metagame Minute. Metagame Minute is a weekly segment where Mike or I talk about our favorite thing in gaming. That's not at all what this segment is about. Metagame Minute is a weekly segment where Mike and I talk about whatever we want to talk about in gaming. It could be a whole mess of different topics. We talk about everything. But today I want to talk about something that's kind of, I was going to say it's kind of weird. It's not really weird. It's my favorite board game review ever. Ever. And this board game review is actually one of the main things that really made me like dive into board games. There's a couple different things that made me do that, but this was definitely one of the factors. And that is this review right here. Boop. That is Fraser McKenzie's Dice Tower review of War of the Ring.
And from the moment that you see the War of the Ring box, its size and weight and its evocative cover art, it screams to you, I can give you those things it promises. And from the moment that you open this box, it delivers.
Now, I found this review relatively early in my board gaming dive into the hobby, and it's one of the things that made me dive farther. Up until this point, I had found the Dice Tower, but the Dice Tower was actually not the first review show I watched. The first reviewer I actually watched was Rado, and then I would always see Dice Tower in the recommendations, so I clicked over the Dice Tower every once in a while, and then I fell in love with the Dice Tower, and then we ended up going on to the Dice Tower, and then now here we are doing this. And so this review, though, is one of the things that really made me branch out into much more of the Dice Tower, and really like getting into watching reviews of the Dice Tower and otherwise is what gets you farther and farther into games, because you just discover more and more stuff. You get to find out what games look interesting, what games are cool, and this one absolutely crushed it. So Fraser McKenzie's video here is just, it's so well done. It's like 30 minutes long. It's like a 30-minute review, and it's done in this amazing way. Someone in the comments puts, it's almost like a BBC episode dedicated to just one game. And that's exactly what it feels like. Fraser in this video has a very kind of narrative storytelling way of reviewing. That's generally how he does it. It's kind of shove and sit downy in that way, where shove and sit down a lot of times have kind of like it's almost like they're telling a story when they're reviewing a game. But this one trumps every single review out there, in my opinion.
The Shadow is intent on subjugating and destroying the free peoples and uses his limitless forces to overwhelm them. If he conquers enough of their strongholds, such as Minas Tirith and Helm's Deep, all is lost for the free peoples. Of course, this is part of the Shadow's true desire to recover his power, the ring, held by the ring-bearer Frodo. Corrupt the ring-bearer, and victory is assured.
This is just so well done. Now, it doesn't hurt the fact that I love Lord of the Rings, and that's why I found this game, because I literally, when I got into board games, it's like, are there any Lord of the Rings games? And then I found this review, and then I watched, and I absolutely fell in love with it, fell in love with the game, fell in love with the Dice Tower, fell in love with board games as a whole. So much so that we actually went out and bought that game. This is War of the Ring. This is the game that's being reviewed in that video. And we actually went out and bought this based off of that review. And it seems like pretty much everyone agrees with me on this video. Some people are saying this is one of the greatest reviews I've ever seen. And my favorite one was this person just saying, holy shit, that review was beautiful. And I totally agree. It really is. It's a review done with the most passion I've ever seen a review. Just so passionate, so well done, so much time and effort putting into crafting a story around a game that even if you have no interest in the game, you can't help but love the review. I'm actually going to put a link to the review down in the description below, so make sure to go check it out. It's just wonderful. And I looked up Fraser McKenzie and to see what he was doing today. And he's got a channel called Counterculture, but it looks like he hasn't done anything for a while. I checked his Twitter. He also seems like he hasn't done anything in over a year or so. And so I do hope he comes back and does reviews eventually someday, because he's got a couple other ones on there that that are just, again, in that same kind of Fraser McKenzie style, and I think he's really, really good at what he does, and I hope he comes back. So that is my favorite review. Are there any reviews out there that you really love? Like something, not necessarily a reviewer, like, oh, I really like this person, I really like this person when they review stuff. I'm talking about like a specific review, specifically a game or a review that got you even more so into games. So let me know down in the comments what your favorite board game review or board game video total is, and one that kind of helped you dive deeper into the hobby. Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're there, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Those thumbs up really, really help us a lot trying to get in that YouTube algorithm. You know how it goes. And until next time, my name is Nick Murphy. I'm one half of the Brothers Murph, and whether you don't watch any reviews, maybe you got a favorite blogger or something like that, put that down in the comments below. But besides all that, remember, the more meta, the more better.
Hey guys, I just want you to know that we have a Patreon, and I'm hanging in here waiting for the next patron, so maybe you guys can help me out before I fall, because I don't have much strength, man. I might go down. Also, you can subscribe to us. I feel really unsafe. I think I'm gonna fall.
Mike.
Huh?
What are you doing? You're attached to a rope.
Well, yeah, but it still looks dangerous.
Like that rope can hold up a Camry. You can just let go, you know.
Can I?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Are you sure? You want to see?
You shouldn't just. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh.
You're fine. You shouldn't, you know, abuse the Patreon thing like that, you know.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I need to be taken down a peg or two. Can you lower me?
Lower?
Sorry. You can still subscribe if you want.
Yeah, you know.
You can upgrade your game experience with Game Toppers LLC if you want.
Yeah.
Or check out Restoration Games. But you know what? Don't do it for me and my fear-mongering tactics. Okay, well, you know what?
Hey, that was on you.
Did you see that?
That was on you.
Did you see that? That's on record.